Once upon a time, there was a poet called Orpheus who played lyre beautifully.
He met a woman named Eurydice and fell in love.
They had a beautiful wedding, but something was wrong.
Eurydice got bitten by a serpent and died. He decided to travel to the underworld and bring back his wife.
He brought the spirits of the underworld and even the animals Eurydice to be still with his sorrowful tune.
Electronic dogs passed him noiselessly. This is a phrase from the poem.
This is a metaphor that compares how the dogs were motionless and sat still listening to Orpheus's music with how electronic dogs don't bark and make sound.
Orpheus convinced Persephone, wife of the underworld god Hades, telling them they once fell in love too.
He played music with nostalgic lyrics of the upper world.
He sang the brightness of mornings and green rivers, of tastes of wine, olive oil, almonds, mustard, salt, of the scent of an armful of lilacs in summer rain.
This quote that describes Orpheus' tune's lyric contains visual, gustatory, and olfactory imagery.
The poem shifts where Orpheus sings about the upper world, from mood of mourning his wife to gleeful merry mood and memories of the upper world.
Finally, Eurydice is allowed to go back, but with just one condition.
Orpheus cannot look back at Eurydice as they make ascent to the outer world. His lyre was silent, yet he dreamed, defenseless.
His lyre was silent. This does not mean the lyre turned silent by itself, but is referring to how he has stopped playing his lyre by using personification. Orpheus gets out of the underworld first, and instinctively turns back to see Eurydice.
And when he turns, there is no one. Of the human hope for the resurrection of the dead.
This phrase in the poem is an allusion for the Christian Bible and the story of Jesus' resurrection. The allusion comparing to the Jesus' resurrection maximized the fact that it is almost close to impossible of bringing human back from the dead, and how love has motivated Orpheus to do this impossible thing. The title of this poem is Orpheus and Eurydice.
This is like the most obvious title that a poem could have.
It is an ekphrasis of the Greek mythology, Orpheus and Eurydice, obviously stated in the title. According to the research on the basic backgrounds of the author and the poem, the author has lost his wife in 2002 and had written this poem right away. The attitude of this author is mournful and sorrowful throughout the whole poem, and this author is expressing his own sadness and own grief for his wife through the story of Orpheus and Eurydice.
The theme of the poem is patience and trust in love. When we refer to the poem, it says, he knew he must have faith, and he could not have faith. Love motivates people to do impossible. That this love motivates Orpheus to go to the underworld and face the gods. It means this tragedy was caused by Orpheus' lack of faith and confidence in himself and relationship. If Orpheus had faith in Eurydice, they could have made it back to the upper world. However, the lack of trust in his relationship have caused him to lose his loved one forever.